Welcome back to DriveX, the place where we bring you the latest cars, hottest releases, and honest takes for true driving enthusiasts. You know, every time Mercedes drops a new generation of their GLA, it feels like they've somehow read our minds and taken notes on exactly what drivers have been asking for. And the 2026 GLA? Well, let me tell you, this thing is more than just a small luxury SUV. It's a statement about how far the compact crossover game has come. First impression. It's sharper, bolder, and more confident than ever. The design language has matured a lot compared to the older models. The front end looks aggressive but still classy, with slimmer headlights and that proud Mercedes star sitting right at the center of the grille. The proportions are spot on, too compact enough for city driving, but sculpted in a way that makes it feel muscular, almost like it's flexing without trying too hard. If you park this next to the first generation GLA, the difference is night and day. That old model had a bit of a hatchback vibe, but this one, it's pure crossover presence. Now, here's where it gets even more exciting. Under the hood, Mercedes is leaning into electrification in a big way. The 2026 GLA introduces a new hybrid engine setup, and honestly, it feels like the perfect balance. You get the efficiency and smoothness of electric power when you're cruising through the city, but when you put your foot down, that petrol engine kicks in with just the right amount of punch. It's not just about saving fuel, it's about giving you options. Drive quiet and clean when you want, or unleash some extra power when the road opens up. It's a setup that makes sense for 2026, especially with so many cities moving toward greener driving. But don't think Mercedes forgot that this little SUV has off-road in its DNA. They've actually improved the off-road package for people who like to leave the pavement every once in a while. You've got slightly more ground clearance, smarter traction control, and driving modes that make gravel and dirt roads less of a challenge and more of an adventure. Of course, it's not trying to be a G-Wagon, but the fact that you can take this stylish city cruiser onto a trail without breaking a sweat, that's impressive. Step inside, and you're immediately reminded why people love Mercedes interiors. They've really doubled down on tech and comfort. The dashboard is clean, modern, and dominated by those twin digital screens that are now even sharper and more customizable. The ambient lighting, and trust me, Mercedes does this better than anyone, makes night drives feel like you're in a futuristic lounge. The seats have been redesigned too, with more support and softer materials, so even longer trips feel effortless. And yes, the cabin feels bigger. Rear passengers get a little more breathing room, which was a common complaint in the older Glass. It's these small upgrades that make a huge difference in everyday life. Price-wise, Mercedes is aiming to keep the GLA within reach of luxury buyers who want that three-pointed star without stepping up into the bigger SUVs. It's expected to start a little higher than the outgoing model, especially with the new hybrid system, but it still comes in way below something like a GLC. Think of it as the perfect entry point into the Mercedes SUV family, giving you all the premium touches without the intimidating price tag of the larger models. When you compare it to the past versions, the evolution is pretty clear. The original GLA tried to be a crossover but often felt too small, too cramped, and a little confused about what it wanted to be. The second generation fixed a lot of that, making it more SUV-like and less hatchback. But this 2026 model, this one feels like the GLA has finally grown into itself. Confident design, smarter engines, practical space, and enough tech to make even the most gadget-obsessed driver smile. So here's the bottom line. If you're someone who wants a luxury SUV that's compact, stylish, and ready for both city streets and weekend escapes, the new 2026 Mercedes Benz GLA deserves a serious look. It's not just a refresh, it's a proper leap forward. Mercedes has managed to blend efficiency, performance, and luxury into a package that feels just right for the times we're living in. And honestly, I can already see this one becoming one of the best-selling compact luxury SUVs of the next few years. The only question is, do you want to be the one driving it, or the one stuck admiring it at the stoplight?